Here's one of the insights I had into goal setting, because now is the time of the year again where people usually set new goals. And maybe you also have found that when you set goals and you think about what you want to achieve in this year, then you may find yourself setting these goals, but they don't really move you. They don't really stir up any emotions in you. And I want to talk about the reason why that is, why people are not able usually to set goals that really move them and that they are attracted to. The reason is because now you are in a state where you have not achieved your goal, where you are not maybe as athletic as you want to be, or maybe you're not as healthy as you want to be, or maybe you don't have the job that you strive for. And so you are in a mind state where you are not already feeling the emotions that come with achieving the goal, that come with the process of achieving the goal. But you have to imagine that in order to feel the emotions necessary to strive for the goal, for the achievement of the goal. But that's the difficult part, the imagining, the moving towards being able to feel already the emotions that pull you towards the goal. And that's what many people, and what I also found in myself, I neglect too often when I set goals. I write them down, maybe I visualize them, I think about them and the way to achieve them, but I don't really attach the emotional meaning to them. I don't feel already the emotions that will be brought about by achieving the goal. And that's really what's necessary in order to have a deep motivation to really achieve the goal. That's what's necessary. And the next thing that's also necessary in order to really have goals that you are passionate about, that move you and that you are pulled towards, rather than that you have to push in order to get to them. To have such goals, that's the real difficult part, and that's the point of this video, to help you set those goals. And really, the next tip I can give you, what I've observed in myself, is to think about goals in a way as stepping points and not as final destinations. Goals are just a means to an end and not the end in themselves. You set goals in order to get traction, in order to get moving, in order to do something, but not in order to get to somewhere. You actually set the goal just to initiate a process, and it's more about the process. And it can be it can be many different processes. It can be in the field of health, of sports, of finances, of learning different skills, whatever it is that you set for yourself as your goal. It's really the goal of the goal is to initiate the process in order to direct all of your energy towards one thing, because you have a lot of stuff going on, you do a lot of things, but when your energy is not directed towards achieving something certain, then you won't achieve anything, because all of your energy will go to different places and only small steps will be taken. But if you have a goal, it means you are directing all of your energy towards something specific, and that will allow that energy to unfold in a way that makes it much more powerful than just doing many, many different things without any intention. And so the intention behind setting goals is really to direct your energy into a process that has a certain direction. And the next thing is, goals really change as well. So you analyze your process, you analyze what you are doing while you are going through the process of achieving your goals, and then it might be necessary to adjust your goals. And so goals are never fixed. Whenever you come closer to it, you might even find that the goal you once set is no longer desirable, and you have to set other goals, maybe higher, maybe slightly different direction, but it has to be guided by what you already achieved in your process of striving towards that goal. And it really comes back down to this ability to stir up in yourself the emotions that come with the state of going towards achieving those goals. That's really what it's about. And that's really what's difficult about setting goals, because many people are way too rational about it. Writing them down is good and has a lot of purpose and makes sense, but the difficulty becomes in motivating yourself to do something that is just written down. You are much more motivated to achieve something that you have envisioned and felt already in your body, that you have already kind of lived through in your emotions. And that's a skill you have to learn as well. Like visualizing not only as really something you see in your inner eye, but also that you go through emotionally. That's also a big part of visualizing, and maybe even a more important part, because that's what gives you the motivation to achieve your goals. It's really something you want to feel, you want to be engaged in. And so it's not just the outer looks of the achievement process of goals, but really the inner emotional feeling you want to achieve through striving towards these goals. And I hope this gave you some insight into your own goal setting process, as it's this time of the year where people set new goals traditionally. So let me know what you think, what your insights were into your own goal setting process, and what you learned so far, what was effective for you, and what you think about this. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.